Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you with a review on the brand new Marvel Legends Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, The Spot. Now I got this figure at GameStop Canada, and I gotta say, I quite enjoy this figure. It is a very fun figure to play around with, especially with this Miles Morales accessory. I had a lot of fun taking the thumbnail for this figure. It is the first time that we are getting the Spot in the Marvel Legends line, and a lot of people have been wanting them to make him in the line, but I guarantee this is not what anyone was really expecting, as this is based off of the upcoming Across the Spider-Verse movie, and it is in the animated style. But I gotta say, this is a new sculpt, and the animated style does work very, very well with this figure, as it does, honestly, with most of the figures in this wave. But without further ado, I have a decent amount to say on this figure, so let's get into the review for the brand new Marvel Legends Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, The Spot. Now, as always, before I go over the figure, I do want to start off with the packaging. Not much new here. It is the exact same card design as all the other figures in this Across the Spider-Verse wave. The only difference is the actual name of the figure. But anyways, you do have Miles, Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Man 2099 there on the front, along with some other kind of Spider-Versal imagery. Marvel Legends series logo, The Spot, Spider logo, Hasbro on the top. You have the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 title. There you have the price at GameStop Canada. On the back, you have the other figures in this wave. I do have reviews for all 5 of these so far. Peter B. Parker will be next, and then Cyborg Spider-Woman will be the last one of this Across the Spider-Verse wave, and I will do a wave ranking in that video, as let's be honest, that figure is the Build-A-Figure, but you do also have a rendered image of the Spot, along with his Miles Morales accessory. But I did notice, I don't know if that's just me or my eyes deceiving me, but he kind of looks more silver than white. I don't know if that's just a little thought, but yeah, just something I thought I would mention. Anyways, you have the Spot at the top of the card. Ooh, if you would stand. The Spot at the top of the card, Spider logo, Marvel Legends series logo, not much more going on. So without further ado, let's get into the Spot figure himself. And here we have the Spot figure along with his accessories, being an extra set of hands, as well as the Miles Morales portal spot dot effect. I don't know exactly what to call this, but it all does come apart. You do get this kind of standard Marvel Legends stand that was used with like head pool, but these two parts here are brand new. There is the Miles Morales. When I did get this figure, I was thinking you could take the head off, but it is all one mold, no articulation. That just does peg onto this stand. And then this one right here just has his hand whipping out, which is quite cool, and that one just clips in wherever you feel, but that does make for quite a cool accessory. More stuff like this, Hasbro, I absolutely love it. But the only other things included here is a extra set of hands. He does have the set of fists, as you can see, but he also has the set of French fry, spaghetti finger looking hands. This one is kind of just a wide hand. Looks like he's like touching some glass or something. And then this one is kind of a more relaxed hand, but pretty good accessories overall, especially with that Miles Morales portal spot dot accessory. As for the actual Spot figure itself, even though it is a complete new body head to toe, it is very, very simple. As you can see, it is just a white body for the base color and then a bunch of black dots throughout. I'm going to say this, the main thing that I noticed with this figure, which is going to probably shock you, but he absolutely unequivocally looks like Gru from Despicable Me. He is built like Gru. Bro is built like Gru. Everything about him looks like Gru. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. Now, for the actual head sculpt itself, there is just a black dot. It is very, very simple. But that being said, you definitely can see the animated style. At least I can, which is very, very nice. They did do a good job with that overall, but not much more going on there. Just one big black dot or splotch. On the torso, very, very interesting build. You have about 5 dots there. A little bit of paint smudge on that one, but that looks very good. The sculpt really speaks for itself. I don't really know what to exactly talk about it because it is pretty smooth overall. On the back, what a nice shot there. That's definitely my favorite view of this figure. 6 dots there on the back. On this arm, you have 3 underneath in his pit, he has a dot, but that dot stinks. On the forearm here, you have 2 dots. There you have a dot on there. And then on the legs, 1, 2, 3 on that leg, and then 1, 2, 3 on this leg, so that is equal. Very, very skinny legs. Just overall, just such a weird build of this guy. You have 1 dot on the foot, but hey, if I'm being honest, I want to talk more about this, but hey, like I said, the sculpt speaks for itself. I don't think there is much more to go over. So without further ado, let's get into the Spot's articulation. Now, for the articulation on this Spot figure, it is actually pretty good. The head does go back that much. speak to the hand, down that much, a little bit of tilt, although not really. Full 360, arms go up that much. Be very careful because it is very skinny. I would hate for it to break on your figure. Full 360, bicep swivel, full 360, double jointed pinless elbows, which are very, very skinny and impressive. And then all the hands, all these sets go up, down, and full 360 on a horizontal hinge, as you can see. Ab crunch goes down that much. Back, wow, little bit of spot in there. And then full 360, legs kick forward that much. Back, splits, upper thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees, and then the ankles go up, down, and beautiful ankle rocker pivot. One thing that I just noticed, and I noticed it earlier, but I didn't really think of it, I really don't like how there is this factory Hasbro information on the inner thighs. Normally it's on figures, I guess not that one, that's not a good example. Where do I have one? Right here. This Peter B. Parker, it's on his inner thigh there, and it is printed, so technically you could rub that off. But here, it is a part of the sculpt, and yeah, sure, you could rub that off, but I just don't like to see that on the actual, like, body of the figure. You can really see it if you look at it, and especially now that I see it, I can't not look at it. That definitely does make the figure feel cheap, and I don't like saying that because I really don't think these figures look cheap, but I just think they could have put it on the feet, even though they are smaller. It just, I don't know, I find that really, really dumb to be on the inner thighs. Now, the Spot is rumored to be the upcoming villain for the upcoming Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 movie, so I thought I'd compare him next to the Prowler, which was the villain from Into the Spider-Verse, as well as possibly another villain from the Across the Spider-Verse upcoming movie, being Spider-Man 2099, as well as his effect that he's included with. Not his effect, the Spot's effect. Next up here, we have the Spot next to the Peter B. Parker, as well as the Jessica Drew. Both are from the same wave. Here we have the Spot next to Spider-Gwen, as well as Miles Morales. Both are from the same wave. And as you can see, the animated style looks very good on each of the figures individually, but when you put them all together, it really does come to life. I also thought I would show the Miles figure next to the Miles accessory included with the Spot. It is essentially the exact same size. The head is almost identical, but like I said, you can't take it off. I was hoping you could because this one does have a little bit of blue paint on the front. This one does not, so that would have been cool, but oh well, still a very, very cool accessory nonetheless. Here we have the Spot next to Spider-Ham, Spider-Man Noir, as well as Spider-Punk. Here we have the Spot next to the Cyborg Spider-Woman figure. Here we have the Spot next to the previous Miles Morales figure from the Into the Spider-Verse movie, as well as the Venom 3-pack Venom figure. And lastly, for comparisons, here we have the Spot figure next to a MCU Tom Holland Spider-Man, as well as a Bucky Cap Hydra Soldier figure and the animated cel-shaded retro-carded Spider-Man figure. Now for my final thoughts on this Marvel Legends Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, the Spot figure, this is actually quite a enjoyable and fun figure to add to my collection. A lot of people have been wanting the Spot in the Marvel Legends line, and this is definitely not what anyone was probably expecting. Even though it is in that animated style, I still think this is a very, very good rendition of the character, and definitely still would work quite well, at least in my opinion, on any Spider-Man Rogues Gallery display. And if we're being honest, if they were even to make a Marvel Legends comic, the Spot figure, he would definitely be on like a Pizza Spidey, or knowing Hasbro, probably a Bucky Cap. So getting a completely new mold, just being this, you know, animated and exciting and new is very, very fun to get. And I'm very, very happy with this figure overall, even though it is quite simple. That is the Spot character in the comics. So for my rating of this figure, with the price and account being $36.99 and $33.29 in between that price range around there, I think I'm going to give this figure a 8 out of 10. I really do enjoy this figure, and I definitely think you will as well. Very, very cool accessory. I love that Miles accessory. Like I mentioned, I had lots of fun taking photos with it. But as always, until my next video, let me know what you think of this figure in the comments below. I really do want to hear your thoughts on it. Are you going to pick it up? Are you not? Is it better than you're expecting? But thank you so much for watching this video. And until my next one, I have been Jagger Collector. He has been The Spot. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.